replacing very with other words. Mr. Fox is saying, "It's very hot. It's 35 degrees centigrade." But Mr. Squirrel is saying, "It's very cold. It's minus 30 degrees centigrade." But don't you think there are better ways to say it's very hot or it's very cold? I think so. And in this video, I am going to teach you how to get rid of the word very to describe everything and use other words which give more information. Try to avoid using the word very because it sounds lazy. For example, a man is not very tired. He is exhausted. By using different words, it makes you sound more like a native speaker and make your writing phenomenal because it will express more of who you are and your ideas in a better way. It makes you unique. Now, here are some words that we often use with the word very and some words which we can use to replace the word very and make our writing more interesting. The word very is written in red because this is something we don't want to do. We don't want to keep saying very. We want to change that. Let's start with the first one. People say very rude. Instead of saying that, you can say vulgar. Vulgar means very rude. And if somebody says to me, "Your language is vulgar," I'll probably stop talking because it means it's not right. It's inappropriate. It's very bad. Next, we have very short. Another word we can say is brief, which means small. We had a very brief conversation, a very brief discussion. Very boring. When you say, "Class was very boring today," you can say dull. Dull means very boring. It also means stupid. If you say someone is dull, you can say they are very boring or dull meaning they are stupid. Therefore, you will have to listen for context to mean stupid or boring. Now, next is everyone's favorite. When we say very hot. Now, very hot, you can use the word scorching or scalding. Now, scorching is used to describe the weather outside, whereas scalding is used to describe how hot the water is. So be careful to use these two waters depending on the situation. We also have very cold. Instead of using very cold, you can use freezing. Very hungry. You can use starving to describe how hungry you are. Next is very slow. When you say someone is very slow, you can use the word sluggish. Very tired. You can use exhausted instead of very tired. Exhausted means you really don't have the energy to do anything. You probably just want to get a sleep after a long day's work. Another word commonly used is very poor. Instead of using very poor, you can use destitute. And the last example is very rich. Instead of using very rich, you can say that man is wealthy. These are some words which can make your speaking and writing more interesting instead of making you sound like a boring person or a dull person. Now, here, dull I meant boring. I hope you will learn how to use different words to replace the word very in order to make your writing and speaking more interesting. Thank you.